Oh, we got something really exciting that's been going on this past year. It's basically after years of hard work and what seemed like an unreachable goal has finally come to fruition.
Cool.
We have the what's called the Sensitive but Unclassified Working Group that's been under the ISA IPC. They're co-chaired by Shamindra in the ISE. And they've been working for years to pull together. We realized that we had to have a better, simpler, quicker, easier, streamlined way for them to share information responsibly across their partners, as the four partners. The four partners are made up of the HISN from Homeland Security, the Regional Information Sharing Systems, which is a basically a state regional capability, Law Enforcement Enterprise Portal, which is LEAP, which is FBI, and then IntelLink, which is from the IC. Earlier this year, we actually got them, after several years of working together, to agree upon 8 standard attributes, and they signed MOAs across each agency.
Bet that was easy.
Like I said, several years, what seemed unimaginable actually came true. And I thought that was just absolutely remarkable. Here we are. I was ready to hang my hat on that and say, boy, we did something that's never been done before. But then they took it a step further. The SBU systems are made up of law enforcement sensitive information, gang-related information, criminal intelligence information, critical infrastructure protection information, as well as the officer safety information that's in there.
Okay.
Critical that this is shared, and so what they've been able to do now is have a single sign-on by having these attributes recognized. We went into what's called a no wrong door aspect. What happens with that is that you sign on to your network, wherever you are, whoever you are, and you have access to all the other networks now, because you're partners.
Wow.
And you can seamlessly search and move across those networks. And so this ends up connecting like 400,000 plus law enforcement officers nationwide across federal, state, local, tribal, territorial, you name it.
Let me guess, I bet you bumped into that same culture issue that Dave did along the way somewhere.
I can tell you what, culture doesn't just eat strategy for every day, it eats it for breakfast, especially in the morning. But the bottom line is that they're using fusion centers, law enforcement agencies, state, local criminal investigators. Everybody's involved in this that they came on. Now, before, if a stop was made and let's say they needed to search something, they would have to log on to their system, then they would have to log on separately.
Oh yeah, I know that issue.
Log on separately. Now it's a security trim federated search across all the capabilities that are there. And so it was phenomenal. We didn't think it was going to happen. It was actually demoed last month at the National Fusion Center Training Conference.
And it all worked.
It worked.
Wow.
And it
Good
was
for you.
It was just, basically using the attributes, we were able to define who the mission user is. Right. And by using the tags, we're able to allow discovery and access, but at the same time we can prevent discovery and access as required. So it brings into account the privacy and civil liberty concerns that everybody has. Sure. The only attributes that are retrieved and pushed back are those that are absolutely necessary, so it helps there too. So
if I asked you a key lesson learned or something you would pass on to those following you as to what made this program successful, what would your answer be?
Initially, to learn how to herd cats? No. But really what it boils down to is to change the culture, to shift from a need to know, to shift to a need to share by leveraging the granular access control capability within there, convincing the partners that could happen, convincing the partners that they could work together. You had to get buy-in at all levels, from the technical all the way up to the chief executive of the different agencies. Yeah. Had to have that buy-in. And the thing is you had to know that one of the primary powers of the program manager information sharing environment is the power to convene. Sure. Bringing these folks together and getting them to agree and working with them until it happens. You have to make sure you have the right person at the table at the right time. Right. You don't want to bring in a bunch of executives and start feeding them a lot of technical information. You don't want to bring in a bunch of technical folks and feed them policy information. Right. It's like going to a tango dance and dancing the dancing a waltz.
Okay.
It looks good on some, but it just doesn't work. The bottom line.
Well, good analogy. I like that. Definitely puts it in perspective, but I can see that. And it's good to see the interoperability. You're talking data side, but I remember my days running Secret Service to interoperate with FBI and whatever. I used to say in the car, pick up that radio, talk to the FBI, pick up that radio to talk to the local police, pick up that radio to talk to, the Capitol Police, whatever. And, so we've come a long, long way with that interoperability. That's great to hear.
Well, the really big thing about it, too, is that it's able to be leveraged nationwide.
Right.
For a whole of government. It doesn't stop here. It can spread and be used for a whole of government.
Neat. Congratulations.
So that's
Thanks for coming on and sharing that story with us.